Hello, dear friend. I want to start this video with a simple but important question. When was the last time you thought about your kidneys? Not your heart, not your joints, but your kidneys. Those two quiet, hard-working organs tucked in your lower back. They don't make noise, they don't grab your attention, but they're always working every hour, every day, to filter your blood, remove waste, and keep your body in balance. And here's the truth that surprises many people. Kidney disease often shows no symptoms in the early stages. By the time you feel something is wrong, the damage may already be serious. That's why today's video matters. When it comes to your kidneys, prevention is everything. In this video, we're going to talk about 11 daily habits that could be silently harming your kidneys. Habits that millions of people don't even realize are dangerous. But more importantly, I'm going to share what you can do to protect your kidneys starting right now, no matter your age. We'll talk about things like sugar, salt, dehydration, painkillers, and even everyday habits that seem harmless, but can slowly wear down your kidney function over time. Please stay with me until the end, because the final habit is one that surprises almost everyone. In fact, it might be something you're doing right now without knowing the harm it causes. If you care about staying independent, feeling strong, and protecting your quality of life as you age, then this message is for you. Let's begin. Habit number 1, consuming too much sugar. Let's talk about sugar. For many of us, it's been a lifelong companion, whether it's a little in our morning coffee, a cookie with lunch, or a dessert after dinner. Sugar brings comfort, and it's hard to imagine daily life without it. But here's what many people don't realize. Too much sugar can quietly and steadily harm your kidneys. Every time you eat foods high in added sugar, like soda, candy, baked goods, or even packaged sauces, your blood sugar rises. When this happens too often, it damages the small blood vessels inside your kidneys, the ones that work like tiny filters. Over time, those filters stop working properly, waste builds up, and you may not feel a thing until your kidneys are already in trouble. This is exactly what happens with type 2 diabetes, and it's why diabetes is the #1 cause of chronic kidney disease in the United States today. But even if you don't have diabetes, eating too much sugar can still cause problems. It raises your blood pressure, leads to weight gain, and creates inflammation, all of which place extra strain on your kidneys. There's another issue too. When sugar levels stay high, your body produces harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products. These compounds cause your kidney tissues to become inflamed and stressed, leading to long-term damage. Now here's the good news. You can take control. Start reading labels. Choose whole foods over processed snacks. Drink water instead of sugary drinks. And try to limit added sugars to no more than 25 grams per day. That's about 6 teaspoons. Even small changes can make a big difference over time. So, the next time you crave something sweet, pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this helping or harming my body? Your kidneys work hard for you every day, and they deserve a little care in return. Habit number 2, consuming too much salt. Now let's talk about something that's sitting in almost every kitchen. Salt. It's in our soups, our casseroles, our favourite snacks, and while a little bit of salt is fine, our bodies need it to function. Here's the truth. When we eat too much salt, especially over many years, it slowly damages our kidneys. You see, salt contains sodium, and when we eat too much of it, our bodies hold on to more water. That extra fluid raises our blood pressure, and high blood pressure is one of the biggest enemies of kidney health. It puts pressure on the small delicate blood vessels in the kidneys, just like turning up the water pressure in an old garden hose. Over time, that pressure wears them down. Your kidneys filter more than 50 gallons of blood every single day, and that's a big job. When your blood pressure is too high, the kidneys are forced to work harder than they should. Eventually, they begin to lose their ability to filter waste properly. But that's not all. Too much sodium can also cause inflammation and oxidative stress, which basically means more damage to kidney tissues on a deeper level. So, what can we do? The World Health Organization recommends no more than 5 grams of salt per day, which is about 1 teaspoon, and that includes salt added during cooking or at the table. Already in the foods we buy, like bread, canned goods, and frozen meals, salt is hiding. Start checking labels when you shop and choose low-sodium options when possible. Flavour your food with herbs, garlic, lemon or pepper, instead of reaching for the salt shaker. Your taste buds will adjust and your kidneys will thank you. Remember, it's not about cutting salt out completely. It's about being aware, being kind to your body, and giving your kidneys the support they need to keep doing their job quietly and faithfully for years to come. Habit number 3, eating too much protein. Protein is essential. It helps our muscles stay strong, supports healing, and keeps us feeling full. As we age, getting enough protein is important. But like most things in life, too much of a good thing can become harmful. When it comes to your kidneys, eating more protein than your body needs may actually cause long-term damage. Here's why. When we eat protein, whether it's from meat, dairy, or even plant sources, our bodies break it down into smaller parts. That process creates waste products like urea and ammonia, which must be filtered out of the blood by the kidneys. The more protein you eat, the more waste is created and the harder your kidneys have to work. If your kidneys are already healthy, they can usually handle a little extra work. But if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, or even slightly reduced kidney function, common in older adults, that extra protein can become a problem. It's like running an old engine at full speed every day. Eventually, the parts start to wear out. Research shows that long-term high-protein diets can speed up the decline in kidney function, especially in people who already have some risk factors. This includes many older adults who may not even know their kidneys are under stress. So, how much is enough? Most experts recommend about 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For a person who weighs 154 pounds, around 70 kilograms, the ideal amount is about 56 grams of protein per day. That's equal to 2 eggs, 1 chicken breast, and a small serving of beans. More than enough for most people. The key is balance. You don't need to cut out protein, just be mindful of how much you're eating and make sure you're not going overboard, especially if you're on a high-protein diet for weight loss or muscle building. Your kidneys are strong, but they're not invincible. Let's not overload them. Give them what they need and no more than that. Habit number 4, not drinking enough water. Water is something we often take for granted until we don't have enough of it. But did you know that even mild dehydration can have a serious impact on your kidneys? Our kidneys are like natural filters. They clean our blood, remove waste, and help balance fluids and electrolytes in the body. But in order to do all that, they need enough water to function properly. Without it, they can't flush out toxins as efficiently. Think of it like trying to rinse dishes with just a trickle of water. The mess doesn't go away, it just builds up. When we don't drink enough, our blood becomes thicker and harder to filter, which puts more strain on the kidneys over time. That strain adds up and may lead to kidney stones, urinary tract infections, or even chronic kidney disease. Here's the thing. Many older adults naturally feel less thirsty, so dehydration can happen without realizing it. Signs of mild dehydration include dark-colored urine, dry mouth, fatigue, or dizziness. If you notice any of these regularly, your body may be asking for more water. So how much should you be drinking? A general rule is about 8 cups per day, around 2 litres of water, but this can vary depending on your body weight, medications, activity level, or the weather. Some people may need more, especially in hot climates or if taking diuretics. And remember, not all fluids are equal. Coffee and alcohol can actually dehydrate you. Water is best, but herbal teas and water-rich foods like cucumbers or watermelon also help. Start by making water a part of your daily rhythm. Drink a glass first thing in the morning, sip throughout the day, and don't wait until you're thirsty. By then, you may already be dehydrated. Your kidneys do so much for you. Give them the one thing they need the most: clean, refreshing water. Habit number 5. Overusing painkillers. Pain is a part of life, especially as we get older. A stiff back, aching knees, or sore joints can make daily life uncomfortable, so it's only natural to reach for something that helps. Over-the-counter pain relievers like ibuprofen, aspirin, or naproxen are easy to find and often seem harmless, but using them too often or for too long can quietly damage your kidneys. Here's why. Medications like non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, work by reducing inflammation and pain, but they also reduce blood flow to the kidneys. When your kidneys don't receive enough blood, they can't filter waste as efficiently. This may not cause problems right away, but over time, the reduced blood flow can lead to serious kidney issues, especially if you're already at risk due to age, high blood pressure, or diabetes. Even acetaminophen, which many people think of as a safer option, can have effects on kidney health when used in high doses or over a long period of time, especially when taken alongside other medications. Many people take these drugs daily without realizing that their kidneys are quietly struggling. If you use pain relievers regularly, even just a couple of pills a day, it's important to talk with your doctor. There may be safer ways to manage your pain, such as physical therapy, stretching exercises, heat or cold therapy, or prescription medications that are easier on your kidneys. You don't have to suffer through pain, but you also don't have to risk your long-term health to manage it. Your kidneys are not just filters, they're life-sustaining organs. Treat them with care. Pain relief is important, but so is protecting the parts of your body that work silently every day to keep you going. Habit number 6. Drinking too much alcohol. Let's talk honestly about alcohol. For many people, a glass of wine with dinner or a cold beer on the weekend is part of life, a way to relax or enjoy time with friends. In moderation, that can be okay, but when alcohol becomes a daily habit, or when we drink more than our bodies can handle, it can quietly harm our kidneys in ways we don't always notice. Your kidneys have an important job filtering toxins and keeping your body's fluid and chemical balance in check. When you drink alcohol, your body treats it as a toxin, and your kidneys, along with your liver, have to work extra hard to get rid of it. But alcohol does more than just add to their workload. It also dehydrates you. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it makes you urinate more. This pulls water out of your body, reducing blood flow to the kidneys. Without enough hydration, your kidneys can't do their job properly, and harmful waste can build up in your system over time. Excessive drinking can raise your blood pressure, one of the leading causes of kidney disease. It can also lead to liver damage, and when the liver struggles, the kidneys are affected too. These organs are deeply connected, and when one suffers, the other often does too. So, what counts as too much? For older adults, health experts often recommend no more than 1 drink per day, and some people may need to avoid alcohol entirely, especially if they already have high blood pressure, diabetes, or early signs of kidney issues. You don't have to give up alcohol completely if your doctor says it's okay, but cutting back even just a little can go a long way in protecting your kidneys and your overall health. Your body has worked hard for you all these years. Maybe now is the time to return the favor with gentle choices that support your well-being for years to come. Habit number 7. Not getting enough physical activity. Let's face it, as we get older, moving around isn't always as easy as it used to be. Stiff joints, sore muscles, or just plain fatigue can make us want to slow down. But here's the thing. Not moving enough can quietly harm your kidneys. You see, Physical activity plays a big role in keeping your kidneys healthy, and not just because it keeps your weight in check. When you exercise, even gently, it improves circulation throughout your entire body. That means better blood flow to your kidneys, which helps them filter waste more effectively. When we don't move enough, blood flow becomes sluggish over time. This reduced circulation can lead to a buildup of toxins in the body, placing unnecessary stress on the kidneys. Lack of movement also contributes to insulin resistance and high blood pressure, two major risk factors for kidney disease. The good news is you don't need to run marathons or spend hours at the gym. Simple, steady movement is more than enough. A 20-minute walk, light stretching in the morning, gentle activities like yoga, tai chi, gardening, or even dancing in your living room can get your blood moving and your heart rate up in a way that feels enjoyable and safe. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. If you've been inactive for a while, start small with a short stroll after breakfast or a few minutes of movement during commercial breaks. Every little bit adds up. If you have medical conditions or mobility concerns, always check with your doctor before starting a new routine. Your kidneys thrive on fresh blood flow and balanced blood pressure, and your body loves movement even in small doses. Today's the day to ask yourself, how can I move in a way that feels good? Then do it. For your kidneys, for your energy, and for the joy of staying active in your life. Another important habit to be aware of is smoking, which we all know is harmful to the lungs and heart, but many don't realize how deeply it impacts the kidneys. When you smoke, the chemicals from tobacco enter your bloodstream, causing your blood vessels to narrow and stiffen, including those in your kidneys. This reduced blood flow makes it harder for your kidneys to filter your blood effectively. Over time, smoking can increase the risk of chronic kidney disease and accelerate kidney function decline, especially for those who already have kidney issues. Smoking also raises blood pressure and worsens diabetes, two of the leading causes of kidney disease. Even if you've been smoking for years, it's never too late to quit. The moment you stop, your body begins to heal, and your kidneys get a chance to function with less stress. Quitting is challenging, but talking to your doctor and leaning on support from family and friends can make the process easier. Taking small steps towards a smoke-free life will improve your kidney health and overall well-being. Another important aspect to consider is urinary tract infections, UTIs, which are often seen as a minor inconvenience, but they can be much more serious for older adults. A UTI that starts in the bladder can spread to the kidneys, leading to kidney infections like pyelonephritis. This can cause severe symptoms such as fever, chills, and back pain, and in some cases, permanent kidney damage. UTIs can be harder to detect in older adults, with symptoms like confusion, fatigue, or changes in behaviour. It's essential to pay attention to these signs and consult with your doctor if anything feels off. Drinking plenty of water helps flush bacteria from the urinary system, reducing the risk of infection and supporting kidney health. Lastly, consuming too much caffeine can also silently affect the kidneys. While moderate caffeine consumption is fine, excessive caffeine acts as a diuretic, causing frequent urination and potential dehydration, which puts strain on your kidneys. It can also lead to spikes in blood pressure and contribute to kidney stones. For older adults, it's a good idea to limit caffeine intake and stay hydrated with plenty of water. Monitoring your caffeine consumption and balancing it with hydration can help keep your kidneys in good shape. Finally, managing chronic conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure is critical. Both conditions damage the small blood vessels in the kidneys over time, leading to kidney disease. By working closely with your doctor, monitoring blood pressure and blood sugar, and staying active, you can reduce the risk of kidney damage. Taking care of chronic conditions isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about protecting your independence, energy, and future. By making small, positive changes to your routine, you're not just preventing kidney disease, you're protecting your health and well-being for years to come.